What's been the wackiest court case of this year out of Johnny Depp, Alex Jones, and Daryl Brooks? Man, I don't know. The Alex Jones one is super crazy. That one I haven't been talking about as much, but I have been trying to follow it. I, are they actually looking for 2.3 trillion dollars or what what the fuck is that about? No, it's too like the latest one here. I'll pull it up. Okay. Sandy Hook families suggest 2.75 trillion in additional damages to punish Alex Jones' evil conduct. This is after they just won the 965 million defamation verdict against Jones. They're now pushing for 2.7 trillion. Who has that much money? Most countries don't even have that much fucking money. It's good because he can never make profit off his company again. He's already in that right now. He lost a 965 million court case. He's already in that bracket where he will not be able to make money off of his shit anymore. Like they've already completely broken and beaten him down. The 2.7 trillion in additional damages just sounds outright ridiculous. They're suing him on each count of $5,000 based on per view he got, which equates to 2.75 trillion. Is that how they arrived at it? It's meant to put the final nail in the coffin. Well, but they've already done that. Like they have put the nail fully in the coffin. The 965 million ruling is the nail in the coffin. The 2.7 trillion now just makes that whole situation look goofy now. Like, because that's what most people are talking about on Twitter is, wow, this is ridiculous. Why are the families doing this? Now this just looks greedy. Like they're trying to profit off this. They don't even care about their kids and this and that. So now they've completely tainted it. Your chat right now is disgusting. The families received years of harassment and abuse because of Jones, and people here are attacking the families now. Well, no, no one was. Well, I can't say no one because somehow Alex Jones did have some brainwashed supporters. Most people, sane people, completely agreed with the Alex Jones getting absolutely fucking bent over and slammed in court. But then going back after winning, after completely defeating and ensuring he will never profit again from this shit, they've gone back and now have made it like an absolute ridiculous request of 2.7 trillion. And I don't think people are attacking the families, but it is fully tainted like the whole thing now. What if he actually paid it off? He can't. He will legitimately never be able to pay off that 965 million unless he somehow had 5 million Bitcoin stashed away in a wallet somewhere at the InfoWars headquarters. He will never ever pay that off. Don't agree Alex Jones is genuinely evil and getting blasted in any way is deserved. I agree. But he's not getting blasted now. Now it is making people rally to Alex Jones like, wow, this is ridiculous. 2.7 trillion? The greed of some people. Wait a minute. So now it has people going to the other side. You are changing your mind, no one else is. Are you just not reading the chat? Is that what's going on here? My mind hasn't changed at all. Alex Jones deserves every bad thing that happens to him. That guy's a piece of shit. He's been a very entertaining clown for a long time, but now it just sounds like you're projecting. You're clearly not reading the chat. My mind's never changed. The 2.7 trillion has just done more harm than good to the overall entirety of this case. They have fully beat him with a 965 million ruling and then went back for a 2.7 trillion. And I get the idea is like, no, we need to fully destroy the cockroach. But even if they win the 2.7 trillion, it doesn't put him in any different position. He's already never going to be able to pay the 965. It doesn't change anything. Unless they could somehow get him in jail, then that would be like a movement that would make sense. Is it Prime blissfully? Put him in jail for speaking? I'm just giving an example, man. For years he was talking about Sandy Hook being a hoax, saying all the families are in on it and shit. He made those families' lives hell for better part of the last probably like 6, 7 years before he started changing his tune to cover it up. So if they could somehow try and turn that into something outside of 2.7 trillion, it makes sense. That's bullshit. That's 7 last time we talked about Alex Jones. I don't know where you get your information from. I really don't. But if you just look up Alex Jones clips that still exist on the internet, he openly says it. Like himself openly says it. Like it's not something that's being made up by the mainstream media that Facebook has you being fed lies or whatever. Like he himself says it's a hoax. And if you don't want to look up the clips yourself, just watch Channel 5's interview with the guy. Andrew plays a couple of clips of him just explicitly saying it's a hoax. They're lying. It's not real. Like it comes from his mouth. His fans are cultish. I know. And I used to really enjoy watching Alex Jones as just this beautifully awful clown talking about the interdimensional pedophile vampires and shit. So I see people still having that fondness for him as that like laughing stock. But I don't know why try and change history. He was very open about him believing Sandy Hook was a hoax. Saying it numerous times over the course of years. And targeting the families directly. Is it Prime Noctua? He has the biggest nipples? No, you're thinking of Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's got the nasty ass nipples, those big fat kidney beans. Those bad boys go hard. Can't say that and not elaborate? What, with Joe Rogan's nipples? Everyone's seen those. Well, actually, hold on, let me pull it up here before I get something less than savory. There. He's got the best nipples in the game. What the fuck am I looking at? 2 baby fingers sticking out of Alex Jones' chest where his nipples are supposed to be. Now, Alex Jones' body is more like a melted marshmallow. Joe Rogan's got like musculature and huge nipples. Alex Jones is just more like a piece of gum on the sidewalk when he takes his shirt off. You said this was Alex? Oh, my bad. Sorry. I had Alex on the mind. Joe's got some udders? No, he does. I'm surprised more people don't talk about him. I think they're pretty cool. I don't know how they don't pop out more during his podcast. He must wear 2 shirts. Pasties? I guess he could be using pasties. It's hard to know for sure. I guess it's definitely a possibility, though I'd find it hard to believe. I feel like we'd be able to see the outline of pasties. So was Alex Jones the wackiest trial of the year? Yes. I think Alex Jones was the wackiest trial of the year. You think Alex Jones would actually be able to pay the $1 billion? How many times do you have to say that? No. I don't think he'll ever be able to pay that. Not Daryl Brooks. Brooks was definitely wackier. People must not remember the Alex Jones trial. His legal team sent his fucking texts to the opponents. Just his full texts to the opponents, and then made no effort to get it, stricken from court. What about the Depp trial? Depp trial was crazy, but not like Alex Jones, man. The Alex Jones trial is still wild. Have you ever watched a show called Mystery Hunters in the early 2000s? Doesn't sound familiar. Have you ever heard of the Virgin Feet story? Or Virgin Fest story? Mm-mm. Did you watch the Alex Jones, the last interview with the guy who made edits of him and Joe Rogan videos? Are you talking about Channel 5? Because I just quoted that for the people that said that Alex Jones never called Sandy Hook a hoax. It's in there. He plays some of the clips. Thanks to Risa Brinny. So, of course, I've seen that. I don't know what you're talking about with the meme edits, though. They could be going for that amount of money to set a precedent. Similar cases in the future are going to look at the results of this case, and given the scale of the harassment the parents received because of Alex Jones, going for a reasonable amount of money could prevent future cases from getting the money they deserve. I think nearly $1 billion was, fine for that. 2.7 trillion is that's a whole different ballgame. That's like U.S. military for a year. Alex Jones has an indie folk song on YouTube. I've heard that. Contrary to what Twitch chat likes to say for the people that are sucking Alex Jones' ass, I know a lot about him. Like, a lot about him. I've watched his indie video, I've watched a lot of his rants. I've followed that guy for quite a while. I'm very familiar with him. He was for a long time like my go-to lolcow. He's the bits Big J.